transition, the finger. Hello everyone. Hello and welcome to the second round of tonight's race of this championship, this long championship we're going to do on a lot of racetrack. Tonight we are on the Circuit of the America. Right now you are looking at Jonas Neufeld, his first race on this track, so we're going to see interesting stuff, surely. But yeah, right now we're looking at him because I didn't set up the... That's better, right? That's a better view than what you had before. So... what was I saying again? Yes! The second round after the first round. Let's remember the score after the first round last week. Let's go for the score. The ranking. So we have Alexis Degani in an Aston Martin Vantage LMGT3 who dominated the race last week. I'm going to standing and finished first with a lot of advance, a big gap against the others. Behind him is Yuval Sharon, Ralph Varela, Alexander Using, Marco Akmadza, Emmanuel Echancho. We had a lot of action. Patrick Den, and Axon, C. Fillingham, Edon Taroka, etc. etc. So I'm doing the top 10 because it takes a lot of time. Sorry, Bruno, Jan, and Matt, and the other. So, but tonight Alexis Degani is not here, so is Patrick Den. Both are absent. So we may see we'll see someone else win, and we see someone catch up on point with Alexis, which is quite cool. We'll have some action. In the amateur, so I call it the silver class, Jonas Neufeld dominated last week, but this week he's on a racetrack. He never drove before in a race, so that will be interesting to see if he can dominate here too. Richard Vinima was just behind Lorenzo Franceschini, behind Jaden Navarro, Mike Landret, Linus Weiss, Thomas Stanek, Gabriele Soroneuf, Francesco Perelli, and Per Tuffeson were the top 10 in the silver category. So tonight, what do we have tonight? Races. Tonight we are on a... There may be rain at the end of the race, we don't know. But apart from that, it's a pretty cloudy race. I did write weather clear, I'm an idiot, but it actually may be rainy at the end. But before the race, it's only good weather. And I know they're doing qualification, 20 minutes. It's only a 60-minute race against the 1 hour 15 from last week. Next week will be interesting because it's a 2-hour race, so that will be quite a different beast altogether. And it will start 30 minutes before, by the way, guys. So don't forget, next week it starts 20 minutes ahead. 30 minutes ahead. Why? Because it's a 2-hour race and people don't want to go to bed too late. So do not forget that little bit of information. I will say it again at the end of the race anyway. So let's jump again in quali. We are watching right now a yellow Gus Dump, a yellow car belonging to, who does it belong to? Is Yuval Sharon, P2 last week. Yuval Sharon with the best time of 2:11.09, but that will get better because 2:11 on the Circuit of the America is a pretty slow lap. So we're going to go on board with our friend Yuval. We're going to remove the tower when we are on board so it looks cooler. So let's go on board. Where is he right now, Mr. Yuval? The long right-hander there. Yeah, it's near the end of the track. Perfect. We're going to take a full lap of the track with Yuval. I know he's going to do a 2:07 or something. So this track starts by a long straight that goes uphill. The very slanted uphill, as you can see, it looks like we're going to go reach for the sky. Then you have a hard braking and a very wide hairpin on a blind corner to the left. And then you have a series of S's which are like snakes. So right, left, right. Sometimes you have to coast, sometimes you have to accelerate. This is a hard part of the track. You have to do it well. And he's doing pretty well. And then on the last one, which is this one, you have to get a good... no, wait. One more. Yeah, this one on the left there, sorry. This little blind brake, you have to get a good exit because you have a long straight. Well, that's not straight, but it's a full speed, a long full speed part. All the way to another very tight left corner. There's a lot of tight left corner on this track. Then a long straight again. So the corner exit speed on this part of the track are very important because it defines all your speed on the straight. And then you go all the way, all the way, all the way until you reach, once again, a very tight left corner. I told you there was a lot of very tight left corner. And then a corner in two parts. You go outside, inside, brake a bit. Outside, inside again, second apex. Then this one you have to brake during the corner left there to this tight left corner again. And then you go pretty much full throttle all the way. A bit of coasting here for this long triple apex right corner. And once again, as before, braking during the corner there. Bit of straight, tight corner left, and we are back on the start-finish straight. That's a pretty long track, a pretty big track. 2:06 is a good time. Pretty long and big track, and pretty complicated one too. It's quite a hard track to master, and I have to say that myself, I am not a big master of it. I'm not a big, a good boy on this one. And Yuval Sharon just took pole with that lap with him. So that was a lap for pole by Yuval Sharon with 2:06.6. And right now, Bruno Zansky is 1 second behind him. 1 minute would be quite crazy. So he went back to the pit and back on the track. Get a fresh car. Ralph Varela in third right now. Not beating his time. Where is Bruno Zansky? Not beating. I'm checking car. Oh, David Dour. Kind of beating. We have a lot of 208s for now. But there is still 10 minutes of qualification, so there is a lot of time. I'm sorry if I sound a bit weird and if I'm a bit tired tonight, but I am working 7 days a week lately. Which means for 5 days I have my normal job, which is to transport kids. And on the weekend I'm going to book fairs to try and sell my books and my drawings. So I am a bit busy lately, which makes me a bit tired. Also, I am in the process of buying a printer for drawings and stuff, and it's a hard and long job. Right now, oh no, not on board. Etienne Paskin right now, just getting out of the track. Jonas Nofel, despite being his first race here, he's in P10 in quali for a silver driver. It's not a bad result at all. Well, Alexis Degani is here. Didn't you see he was not joining today? I'm looking through the chat. I think I saw Alexis Degani say I'm not going to join next week. Okay, I dreamt it. He is joining tonight, so maybe he will win again. But right now, yeah, he's in third place. 2:07.7, still 1 second behind Yuval. Yuval Sharon is on fire tonight. That's the lap we watched too, so that's cool. The lap we watched is actually the pole position, and we saw him. I didn't say it during the lap because we were concentrating on the track, but he uses all of the track. He goes very wide on the curb, but I know American track usually are very lenient on curb space, so you can get very wide and very tight without getting a lot of penalty. Or no penalty at all, actually. Or maybe that's what he's using. What is the green and red and green? Ah, c'est sectors, okay. So we are with Alexis Deganino. A lot of Aston Martin this season and Ford Mustang. Everyone is leaving the Ferraris for the Aston and the Mustang, and I'm a bit surprised. Because the Ferrari is usually quite a very good car. Alexander Wiesing is still how you say, faithful to his Ferrari. I was looking for the translation of the word, sorry, in my head. Too many words in 3 languages I talk, and I do have to look for translation sometime in little corners of my head. Yes, he is faithful to the Ferrari. I think he's been driving the Ferrari for pretty much as long as I've been doing commentary on his races. Maybe at one point he had a McLaren, but I'm not even sure. I think he's kept his Ferrari since the beginning. He just took 3rd place, by the way. But still 1 second away from Yuval. Yuval already had the perfect lap in the Stang. The Stang in the US. Hello, Ethan God. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Hello. How are you tonight? Not driving, I think. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting what real name goes with what Twitch nickname. Why do I keep forgetting that? Because there's too many. Even if we talk a lot from one season to another, I will forget. My brain has limited space, but yeah, you're not driving tonight. My brain has limited space, and because el mio brain is dumb. It's very, very stupido. Soy stupido, sono cazzo. Sono un cazzo. Does that work like that in Italian? I don't know. I did 4 years of Italian, I don't remember shit. The Italian of the race will tell me. Anyway, qualification. Who is the first silver category driver? Sorry, I never know who's amateur of Jonas, Richard, Lorenzo. Lorenzo is usually quite good. Yes, in P10 right now. Lorenzo doing very well. 208.7, 2 seconds behind Paul. The gaps are way bigger than before. Well, they're way bigger between P1 and the other, but actually, apart from that. Oh, Bruno Zanchi just made a 206.9. Joining Yuval in the only people in the 206. 206s. Hard to say. I think Lorenzo is the first driver. Yeah, he is the first silver driver right now. But Jonas last time got a very good race after the fact. But yeah, after quali. But yeah, right now Jonas is his first race on this track, as he said before. So he may not win, which means the points in the silver category will be a bit tightened, which is interesting. He is also the only one driving a Lamborghini, so let's salute him for that. We only have 1 Mercedes, or 2. Maybe we have 2 Mercedes. I don't know who drives the Mercedes apart from him. Maybe there's a Mercedes at the back. Let's check. I mean P20. No, there's no Mercedes at the back. We have 24 drivers actually driving right now. And we have only 1 Porsche, 2 Porsche, sorry. We have 1 Lamborghini, 1 Mercedes, and 2 Porsche, and 2 Ferraris. But we have a fleet of Lexus, 5 of them, 3 Aston Martin who are dominating, and a lot of Ford Mustang. After that, the American car are making American proud right now, because the two out of the 3 Ford Mustang are P1 and P2. The Americans are there. Yeah, we're dominating our own racetrack. Yeah. That was my imitation of an American. But we're in Texas too, so we are really in the here part of America. But let's not the Aston. I don't know if an update made the Aston fast or if people are just taking it because it's nice, but Aston Martin people are doing amazing right now. The Aston P3, 4 and 6. Which is quite annoying because if I was driving I would have taken the Aston, but I would have been P15. So I would have looked ridiculous in the middle of my peers. Well, Xander Weezing in the meantime reminds us why is the Ferrari boy, P5 the Ferrari, only Ferrari in the top 10. Well, there's only 2 of them to be fair, so. Well done, Xander, with a 207.3. So the gap between people on the top 4, 1 minute 30 before the end of quali, is tightening a bit, but not that much. Alexis Degani may, Alexis Degani may get underneath the 207 right now. The current leader of the championship who dominated the race last week may get in the 206 too. I will get to into, I don't know, why is the delta time jumping around like that? At 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, that's not good. He's in the middle of the track right now, braking. Yeah, it was boot. You see that? He lost time on braking, but he gained time afterward because he made the corner smoother. But no, he's not gaining that much. He's kind of losing. Wait, he braked earlier. I think he's trying to get. He was trying to get the corner more smooth, but actually that didn't work. So he gave up on it. Starting P3, to be fair, he's starting on the second line, which is always a good place to start. Normally, the uphill hairpin to the left at the start of this track is making people avoid contact. It's an anti-drama corner. I'm going to be fair with COTA. I like the idea of the track. I like some of the principle of this track. But somehow, I hate driving on it. What I hate is all the tight left corners there is on this track. The big braking from 250 to like 70 km/h to go on a very tight corner annoys me a lot. Well, qualification is finished, by the way. I'm moaning about the track, but quali is finished, so you don't need to make a better lap, Yuval. Yuval trying to improve his best lap despite having pole, when all the others are already in the pit, or going to the pit, or not beating their time. Oh, Eduardo, my friend from SRP, the Spanish driver Eduardo Daroca, is right now doing very well. He's improving his time by 0.2 seconds, which would make him not gain any spot, because actually Eduardo is just the guy with a big gap between P6 and him. There is a 0.7 second gap. So let me say it this way. Between P1 and P6, there is not 1 second, there is 0.7 of a second of a gap. But then between P6 and P7, there's 0.8 second, 0.7 second too, a bit less now, 0.5. And then everyone again is very close to each other. Lorenzo just climbing to P9 at the end. Michael Andretti just behind him, 0.09 seconds. Oh, we have times that are really close, really close to each other. So we may see a lot of intense fighting. So in pole position, I think Yuval is having the pole position. He was beating his time, so he can go better than 206.6. Which makes him a fast boy tonight. The Mustang on his home turf is going to be fast tonight. Bruno Zanchi just behind, also doing very well. Alexis Degani just behind, not very far from Bruno Zanchi. David Dour, not far from Alexis Degani. Then we have Xander Wiesing, not very far either. Ralph Varela, really close to Xander Wiesing, 0.03 seconds. Then a bit further away from the pack of the 6th first, we have Eduardo Daroca with 207.9. Oh, and then I don't have the timing, the time difference anymore. Then it will be Ian Paskin in P8, Lorenzo Franceschini in P9, Mike Landret in P10, Ranjiv Kalsi in P11, Kurt Fesson in P12, Alan Axon in P13, Steve Fillingham in P14, Jonas Nofel in P15, which is quite good for a first race on this track. Emanuele Chancho in P16. He was one of the heroes last time to Emanuele Chancho. Richard Vinima in P17, Janen Lamaro in P18, Lorin Mirtage in 19, Josh DeCastle, oh, I didn't see him last week, I think. P20, Simon Steele in 29, Francesco Perelli in 22, Francesco Carella in 23, Arben Nushi in 24. Oh, he's there, Arben. And then we have people who didn't join the race because they signed out for tonight. Because not everyone can join every race. We're not asking everyone to join every race. I mean, we all have a real life and we all have a very busy life. Well, some of us don't have a busy life, but we still have a bit of a life. So of course we can't all be doing racing on a on a Monday evening. We are already quite lucky in this time and age to all have sim set up and be able to race once a week. I mean, imagine 20 years ago, that's something you can't think of. You couldn't even imagine 20 years ago joining friends easily on a lobby, on a game, and race all together and have a championship like that. So that's pretty cool. They're gone right now. Second to last corner. We are right now watching Ralph Varela. We are not going for the ID stat, just the name of the driver. Should we watch the start from on board? Nah, stupid, right? No, the first corner of this racetrack is blind. On board start will show us nothing. We're going to watch Alexis Degani for the beginning, which gives us a view on the top row. They should go right. No. I know my track. And they're going for the uphill for the first corner. I know no change. We can see. Ooh, a bit of change. Some people trying to attack to dive inside. But no big drama right now. Some car went out, but just going wide to avoid crashes. Apart from that, everyone passed the first corner very well. Someone blocked, someone spin. Who is that spinning? That's Ralph Varela. Ralph Varela spins. Despite being one of the top 5 drivers. No, that's quite bad luck. Ralph Varela restarting from the back because of that. Xander Wiesing upping to P2 and Alexis to P1. And where is Yuval Sharon to P6? Oh my god, the pole position driver Yuval is down to P6 while Alexis and Xander are fighting P1 and P2 like last week at the beginning of the race. It's quite impressive. Quite impressive is change right at the beginning of the first lap. Bruno Zanchi just behind, David Dour behind. Yeah, Alexis and Xander are really close together. The Ferrari versus Aston. While Bruno Zanchi goes on the inside. The big American muscle V8 going. The straight line is my turf, boy. And not making it. Xander defended well, while behind we see Yuval Sharon taking a place for Mike Landret. Yeah, on the inside of Mike Landret, has a shitty camera to show me that move. But it's okay. I want to see if Alan Axon also dropping behind. That's the worst camera ever. Birim Mirtage going to the side of the track too. Ah, he retired. We have already someone retired. That's sad. He had time to catch up while Ralph, look at poor Ralph Varela trying to pass the pack of cars in the middle. Ooh, well, behind him, there's some contact. Ralph has to catch up a lot. At the front, a bit of a gap is forming. People are driving in a little train now. Even though Eduardo Daroca is on attack by Yuval Sharon. Once again on the straight line, big braking before the first corner. The first lap is down. Yuval stays side by side on exit, but now he's dropping a bit behind. The Porsche has a good exit speed of corner thanks to the engine being on the back. Well, it's between mid-engine and back engine, this Porsche. The engine is a little front compared to the old Porsches, but still pretty much on the back wheel, giving insane traction on low speed corner, which allowed Eduardo to stay in front of Yuval Sharon. Oh, I'm being technical tonight. Jan Paskin also fighting behind. At the back, Ralph Varela is already back on P17. Ralph, I think he has no damage. He just spun and ended up in the dirt. Yeah, there's no damage on his car, so he can catch up. He's right now going to Yaden Labaro in front of him. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so it's Yaden Labaro for now. One day he will tell me, maybe. Oh, Bruno Zanchi and Yuval Sharon both attacking. That's a shitty camera, thank you. It's not a place to attack right now. I kind of want to watch Ralph coming back up, but at the same time there's a lot of action at the front. Alexis Degani and Xander Wissing being... Xander is on attack by Bruno Zanchi, but Alexis is already 1 second away, just like last week. Will we see an easy Alexis win tonight again? I don't know, but... Where is Ralph? Ralph right now catching up on Yaden still. Oh, 2 cars! Josh D. Castle and Richard Vinima having a bit of a moment there. They're both slow. They're being overtaken by Ralph and Yaden. What is happening to them, I do not know. I need to watch the timing of people. Sorry, there's a lot of action at the beginning of a race. Woohoo! Josh and Anthony Smith fighting. Josh wants his spot back. And Josh has his spot back. Anthony Smith is behind. At the front, Xander got overtaken by Bruno Zanchi, and I missed that. I actually missed it on the ranking, I thought. Yeah. So Xander dropped in 3rd place. He had the same start of the race last week, Xander. He started second, and little by little he got overtaken by everyone, losing a bit of pace. I don't know why. I hope he will manage to stay a bit higher tonight. I'm going to be fair, it's anyone's guess this race tonight because COTA is not a track we often do. We do it sometime, but it's very rare that we do a full-on race, a championship race on COTA. So people are not very used to it. Emanuele Ciancio being crazy boy right now, attacking the only Mercedes Lorenzo Franceschini. Emanuele has a very bright yellowish green, neon green BMW. So just so you know, if I talk about the livery of cars, I'm trying to remember what the people's car look like so I can do commentary without looking at their name. At one point, when I was doing commentary for another community, people kept the same livery, the same car for 2 or 3 championships in a row. And it was amazing for me because I would recognize their car from far away. Ranjiv Kalsi is just behind too, attacking too. Angif Calci doing good right now. Big braking, bit of car scraping on the floor. On the tarmac. The beautiful shell livery. Ralph Varela did overtake Yaden Labajro. It's not a big surprise because the best time of Yaden is 2:13, the best time of Ralph is 2:10. He's 3 seconds a lap faster right now. While Lorenzo Franceschini, oh! The only Mercedes on track went for a little spin. And he restarted by drifting the car on track safely. But that means that the rear tire must be overheated, so he will have to be slow for a little while. While the tire gets back to temperature. Oh my god, Bruno Zanchi! He caught up on Alexis Degani like nothing. He has the best time. Oh no! Bruno and Yuval Sharon are tied on best time with 2:07.693. But look at Bruno going for first place right now. That deserves a jump on board. We are looking right now at Bruno Zanchi, Alexis Degani just in front of him. P1 and P2 in the race after only 9 minutes of racing. It's quite a short race tonight compared to last week. Next week will be cool though. I need to come well prepared and with coffee for next week because it's a 2-hour race. And I want to do good commentary on it. I don't want to disappoint my fellow driver who work hard to give me a good show. Give us a good show, guys. I know we don't have a lot of people right now on the stream, but still, we're having a good show, right? Tell me. In fight for P1, jumping on the curbs. Look at the Aston trying as hard as he can. Alexis Degani, we can see the Aston losing stability from some time. He's pushing the car, he wants to stay in front of the big, hungry Ford Mustang. But Bruno is keeping the pressure. I think he's just keeping the pressure right now. He's not trying a move, he's just keeping the pressure on Alexis. Showing him that the Stang is there. He's showing him that the Stang is there. Ralph Varela, look at him go. Look at Ralph taking the place back for Francesco Perilli. Up in P12, Ralph after starting from the back. Just overtook 3 cars when I was not watching. But yeah, I'm actually wondering if Bruno will make a move tonight, right now, or if he will stay behind. I forgot to broadcast on my Discord that I was streaming here. Wait a minute, sorry people. I always broadcast that I'm streaming here for people to know where to find us having a good time. Bruno Zanchi is 0.27 seconds away. So close. No, he's not making... I saw him lightly turn left. I was there. Oh, is he going to try the move on braking? But no. The car... Look at the car slightly... There's a tiny, like 2-degree angle at corner exit on the Mustang. You can see he's not driving straight. He's sliding just a tad. On some corner exit, not all. Already reaching back markers. Who is that in front of them? That is C. Fillingham in front of them in one of the McLaren. So will Bruno make a move on C. Fillingham's, using C. Fillingham's as an excuse? They both were taking. C is dropping his throttle, so... Easy? Let them pass, mate. Okay, he did well. Well done. Mr. Fillingham, I'm used to him being quite fast, see Fillingham. But tonight he's not having a good time. Maybe he doesn't know the track either. Well, I just saw Carrella fall through the... I think I just saw Francesco Carrella fall through the ranking, or it was it someone else? I do not know. Alfarella catching up a bit on Jonas Nofel too. Jonas in P11, very well done, Jonas. First time on the track, as I said earlier, a lot of time. And keeping P11 as a silver driver is a very good move. At the front of the pack, we have Bruno Zanchi putting pressure on Alexi. And I don't think he's making... he's going for it. He's going for it on the first corner. And Alexis still has a wheel lead. No, he's back behind. So yes, Bruno Zanchi takes the lead on the first corner on braking. The little move I saw on the lap before was just a test, and now he put it to use. Alexis was certain he would not do it, so he did not defend. But Bruno actually made the move clean. It was fair and square. Very good driving from both drivers. And now he's in front. Will he run away in front with the Mustang in the show? Yuval Sharon also got Xander Weezing. I didn't see that. Xander with David Doors coming on. So will Yuval also take Alexis? And we see a Mustang finish on an American track? I do not know. But it really feels like Alexis is losing ground right now. Was the Ford custom made for this track? We have only 2 Fords tonight, and the 2 Fords of tonight are winning. And I just saw a change between Steele and Smick, I think. Steele and Pertufesson, sorry, they're fighting both of them. Well, yeah, Alexis is dropping, he's 0.6 seconds behind. So Bruno is way faster, actually. And yeah, oh, that's quite crazy. The 2 best laps of the race are Yuval Sharon. Actually, I can show you. I put driver at the start. Best lap, 2:07.693 for Yuval Sharon. Bruno Zanchi, 2:07.693. They have the exact same best lap time. And Alex Degali is 2:07.998. So that is impressive. That is very well done. And yeah, Alexis is dropping behind. He's already nearly a second behind when he was overtaken. That's just 1 lap ago. So Bruno is doing a very good job right now and make... wait, didn't Bruno finish? No, Bruno finished... Bruno Zanchi had a stroke of bad luck last week. So he will not take P1 tonight on the championship, but he will climb up in the ranking. If Alexis Degali stays second, he will stay first in championship. But if Yuval Sharon overtake him, Yuval Sharon and Alexis Degali will be tied. Xander Weezing is a bit far behind, and now we really have David Dour catching up on him. Well, Ralph Farella is catching up on Jonas Nofel, little by little. It's P11 already, so someone must have spun or something. Because it was P12, but he already had Jonas Nofel in front. But he was 4 seconds away, he's now 1 second away. So Ralph is catching up. He started 5th, I think, Ralph. We can see actually if I put the grid progress stuff, you can see that Ralph Farella lost 5 places. But Emanuele Ciancio gained 7. He did the same last week, Mr. Ciancio. Ciancio. I think Emanuele Ciancio is the same kind of driver as me, which is shit at qualification, better at a race. That's a big possibility. Look at that, the gap between Bruno and Alexis is already 1.3 seconds. Bruno is on fire tonight. Ooh, and Yuval just beat the best time of the race with 207.3. Well done, Yuval. Which means Yuval is catching up on Alexis Degani too. The poor Aston Martin will have to defend from an hungry Mustang. Once again. David Dour really close to Xander Ising now. Ralph Varela really close to Jonas Noffel. Richard Vinima and Jaden Labajero also fighting for P13, 14, 15. And Jonas is catching up on Emanuele Ciancio too. Oh. He has a bit of damage on the front left too. That is interesting. So what fight to watch, guys? I don't know. They're all already close and all are promising, so I don't know. I should watch David Dour against Xander Ising because that's the top of the game. And David is actually catching up very fast there. And he goes for the move on braking. And he makes it clean. Oh my god. Xander didn't even try to defend. He did not move on the inside, but David came from far behind. I think Xander didn't think he could make a move. The same race as last week for Mr. Xander Ising. He just went. He was P2 and he's jumping to P5. No, Eduardo Daroca is a bit of a second away, 2 seconds away, so that we are not going to see a fight now. 3 seconds away actually. The first Porsche in the ranking. Ralph Varela got Jonas Noffel while we were not watching, by the way. And he's now going for Emanuele Ciancio. Back to P9 soon. The last 2 first challenge of Ralph Varela tonight. Maybe not 2 first, but... He may be able to finish in the top 10, that's for sure, but maybe in the top 7 or top 6. Because he's catching up very well. He's faster than the people in front of him. I know he didn't get a very, very clean lap to get a 208 or something, but he's clearly capable of a 208. He's just going for it, Mr. Aston Martin. Oh, Yuval Sharon is on Alexis now. Oh, that's actually the fight for the lead in the championship points. Yuval Sharon, Alexis Degani and Ralph Varela are the first 3 in the championship. Ralph is not that far behind. There is like 20 seconds away. Okay, I was a bit optimistic actually. He's quite far behind. But he actually... Alexis is being taunted by the top Ford. Look how menacing the Ford looks behind him. Ooh. That is quite a menacing sight. Mustang. Fast Mustang. Best lap of the race for now. 0.5 of a second faster than Alexis Degani's best lap. Sniffing the ass of the Aston. Like a dog. What the fuck am I saying? Is he going for the move? Is he going for the move? He's going for the move? Oh, that's a very deep dive. Yeah, that was a bit too much. A bit too much of a dive bomb. And Alexi is back side by side. They're still side by side in the snaky part of the track. And Alexi back in front. Ooh, nice defense from Alexi. It was it was a bit of a hungry man, Yuval Sharon. He was a bit too far behind to overtake. Yeah, I think Yuval Sharon is written as a Swiss driver. Yeah, he is. That's quite aggressive for a Swiss guy. I don't know why. A stereotype, you know, but... I used to live near a Swiss racing team that does Le Mans, a Rebellion Motorsport, and they have a huge building in Switzerland near Lausanne, a huge garage with a lot of cars, a lot of LMP2 cars and stuff like that. And oh, Yuval once again on the inside, but this time this is not a dive. This time it's a clean pass this time, very clean pass. Yuval in P2. So right now he's tying the point in championship pretty much. They're like the same amount of points if they finish like that. We're reaching the halfway point of the race. That's a 1 hour race. There's 36 minutes left. We are slowly reaching the 30 minutes. And look how far Alexi is already. David is a bit far away to catch up though. David surely will not catch up. 1, 2, 3 may be decided right now. Except if there is fuck up in the pit stop. Because they will have to do a pit stop. 1 hour is too much for the fuel. And Zander is fighting back now. Catching back on David Dour. Well, Ralph Varela took Emanuele Ciancio where we are not watching. He's back to P9. Very well done, Mr. Ralph. After a very bad start, he caught up like a boss. But he's 8 seconds away from Mike Landret now, so he has a long way to go. Or he can gain another position. At the back, we have... That fight has been going for a while and I didn't watch it, but Lorenzo Franceschini, Jaden Navarro, Francesco Perelli and Richard Vinima have been fighting for P13. Look at this defense, this move. That was 1 or 2 moves there. I didn't really see. Look at Mercedes go. No big movement at the front of the pack, so we're going to enjoy some dirty fighting from the back of the pack. I love being in the middle of a grid because usually the fighting is dirtier and I love it. Being clean is not fun, you know. But right now I'm not driving, I'm watching it. There's also Per Tufesson and Josh D. Castle side by side. Oh. Per Tufesson taking 17th place. At the front. I want to jump on board. I want to feel like I'm with Lorenzo trying to pass 3 cars. Oh, look at this defense, this multiple defense. Lorenzo going round the outside. Oh, and making the move round the outside. Yes, he made it. Oh, that was beautiful. Thanks to Francesco in front of him, moving also on the inside to defend. He saw 2 cars defending on the inside. He went, okay, you're defending on the inside, I'm going the outside. And that worked like a charm. Very well done, Lorenzo. Beautiful move. And now he has Jaden, who must be quite mad behind. He passed me because of the Porsche in front. He must say, oh, bit of a twitchy McLaren from Lorenzo Franceschi. Yeah. From Jaden, sorry, Jaden Navarro. Be careful, Jaden. When you lose concentration because you get overtaken is when you spin by yourself. Just don't get mad at the overtake. And stay clean. Lorenzo doing a good job. On the progress of Ralph Arella, he was 9 seconds behind McLaren before. He's only 6.8 seconds now. I think the gap will tighten again and we will see Ralph Arella take P8, I think. And to be fair, Paskin is close to McLaren, so we may... Oh no, it's not close actually. Okay, sorry. Very far away. I think P8 may be the end for Ralph Arella, but that's already quite a good finish. If we take into consideration the start he had. It was a very bad start. The gap is widening a bit between these cars, but there is no other car being close together. Jonas Nofel and Emanuele Ciancio are a bit close, but not that much. Ranjiv Kalsi also 1 second away. Yeah, the Mercedes from Lorenzo. Where was he when he started, Lorenzo? So that's P15. Yeah, he was way higher in the ranking, so Lorenzo is way faster. Actually, I can see it on lap times. His best lap is a 209 when the best lap of Francesco is 210.9. I mean, the average lap time of Francesco is 214. Lorenzo is 213, so he will catch up and he will overtake. Will it be a masterful overtake like we saw him do before? I hope so. Ranjiv Kalsi and Jonas Nofel fighting just 3 spots in front too. $30 minutes to go. We will see people go to the pit little by little. We have Alan Axon and Barry Mirtage are the 2 only people who gave up for now. It is good to not have a lot of DNF. I'm not blaming them. There's a lot of reasons you can DNF for. And raging because you did something very wrong and you know you fucked up your race is a valid reason to DNF. It's better to calm down. We are not professional racers. It's better to go and calm down and do other things than just get frustrated all race long, do shit, and not only win your race but risk winning everyone's race. Better to give up. These are championships that are quite seriously taken. There is stewarding on incident and stuff like that. But they are not championships with cash prize or you only fight for the glory. So if you get frustrated, just stop for tonight. Maybe one day TSR will do big fight. I don't know, but not for now. Ranjiv catching up. Lorenzo lost a bit of pace right now. We know Ranjiv is also a fast driver, but a very inconsistent driver. Or Kenyan driver. What is that fucking... That's Jonas I wanted to see actually. Now Ranjiv getting a way better last corner than Jonas can get him on the straight. Jonas messed up his last corner. Ranjiv putting himself in position for the first corner. Jonas will try to fight back. No, not now. Jonas down to P12. Yeah, Ranjiv has an average lap of 210. Jonas 212, so of course he's going to go in front. Emanuele Ciancio in front is quite fast though. While Ralph Arella is only 4.5 seconds behind Mike Landret now. Let's remind us that when he last overtook someone, he was around 9.5, so 10 seconds behind. So he has that. He also got his best lap time to 209.0. Which is nearly in the 2.8. As I said before, he's capable of 2.8s in a race. So will we see him do a 2.8? Surely. Maybe not no, but surely. In front, the gap are still not very big. Yuval Sharon is only 2.2 seconds away from Bruno Zanchi. And Alexis Degani is only 4 seconds away. A bad pit stop can change all of that. Not a lot of action at the front of the pack, but happily, the Mercedes provides. Lorenzo Franceschini trying to get the Porsche Francesco Pirelli. Two Italian driver, I'm guessing. Just from the names. Fighting in a Porsche and a Mercedes. Ooh. He's very close. He's sniffing Francesco Pirelli's Porsche. There's only two. Oh. Sniff. Yeah, on braking, that's a big sniff. I mean, he was very close to us. On the snake is S. The Porsche is attacking the snakes a bit faster. Even if he makes him a bit slower afterward, because he doesn't want the Mercedes to take the opportunity to shove his front wheel on the inside or something like that, I think. I think Lorenzo is just better at braking. Porsche have really good brake, but to be fair, that Mercedes that is sniffing the ass and going for the overtake now. Side by side. There's also Richard Vinima just in front of us. And on braking. Oh, and switcheroo. Oh, he's closing the gate. Oh, that was a bit of blocking, but fair blocking to me actually. It looked like fair blocking. But yeah, Francesco made the move. Lorenzo made the move on Francesco. Taking 13th place and catching up on Richard Vinima in 12. Poor Richard is seeing an angry Mercedes and an angry Porsche rushing right at him. Oh, Ralph Varela only 1 second away now. That's a very close, Ralph. 1 second away from Mike Landret. I think it will be blink and miss it for the overtake there. May I note that at the front, Yuval Sharon is only 1.5 seconds away from Bruno Zanchi. Lots of cool move tonight. I'm trying to look at if I see a move coming from someone else. But I know Jonas may catch up on Simon Steele. I think Jonas got a bit of a mistake. Did someone went to the pit? I don't know. Yes, Jonas Nofel went to the pit. That's why I was concerned why he was 19, but he went to the pit. That may have been a good move to go before everyone. Because now he has clean air in front of him, he can just stand it. Let's see the virtual energy. People still have a lot of fuel. Wait a minute, 41 for David Dour. Will they not pit actually? Will they do the entire hour? That would be interesting if they do the entire hour without going to... I don't think they have a mandatory pit stop, so going to the pit is entirely optional. But with 23 minutes and 40% of fuel left, David Dour do not have to pit. Same with Ralph Varela. To be close for Bruno Danki and Yuval Sharon and Alex Digani, but they may finish the race without even going to the pit. Oh. Consider Jaden though, Jaden Labaro only has 19%, so he's going to go. That's an interesting thing to look for. Will people go to the pit? I was under the idea that they only had like 50 minutes of fuel. But right now I see they may have 1 hour. I remember when I was driving on ACC, GT3 cars, we said they have 1 hour and 15 minutes of fuel. And you can make, if you push it, you can make 1 hour and 10, 1 hour and 15 minutes. But I know on this game before, I've seen people say that the car only can last only 45 minutes. But maybe there was an update on fuel consumption or something, but because right now I see that they have enough fuel to do the entire hour. Ah, Ralph is going for Mike. Mike breaking late to try and avoid an attack from Ralph, but that was not a good idea. Because no, Ralph is closer. View from the inside of the Aston. And the rain started! Oh! I forgot about the rain. They will have to pit for tires. Because 20 minutes on the rain, that's not possible. By the way, did Jaden take the rain tire? Where we can see the tire, right? We can't? Oh, for fuck's sake. We can if I do that. Ralph Varela is still on medium. He went to the pit before the rain started. Quite a mistake. So the track is still pretty dry. It's a very light, very light rain. Going to the pit to change tire now would be stupid. And sorry, Josh D. Castle, don't change to rain tire, please. Don't change to rain tires. He did change to rain tire. He has the blue on the side. Yeah, he changed to wet tire. It's a bit early for that, I think. A bit early for wet tire, Mr. Josh D. Castle. The car seems to still be behaving well. And the rain does not seem that... let's check. That's a very light drizzle, so the track is still staying dry because it's warm. They may have to change right at the end. That will fuck up everything. Ralph Varela still close to McLaren, no, not making the move. P9, the P8, yes, right. Franceschini in the pit. Oh! Ralph pitting too. So people are putting the rain tire now. Are the cars starting to slide? Early pit for Ralph. It actually in his favor. Ranjiv Kalsi also, yeah, everyone is going to the pit 80 minutes from the end because of the rain. I totally forgot about the rain. Like, amazing. Last lap, 2:11 for Yuval. Yeah, the car is starting to 2:10. Yeah, the cars are starting to get slow because of the rain. I can see 5 people in the pit. Will the race leader, Bruno Zanchi, go to the pit? He's very close from pit entry. The track is starting to get very wet. Okay, sorry. He's not going? There he's going. And Yuval Sharon? Yuval is not going to the pit. He's doing one more lap on dry tires. But the rain does not seem like it's stopping. Oh no, it's getting heavier. Axel Gani going too. David Dour going. Everyone's going. Lander is going. Eduardo Daroca already went. I think. No, he did not go. But he's not going either. So Yuval Sharon doing one more lap. Despite his car looking drenched now. So one more lap on dries. Oh fuck. Ian Paskin overtaking Gaibert in the pit. And I know I'm going to wait for the pit stop of everyone to finish. To see a pit stop completed. But Yuval and Eduardo did not pit, but he's going to pit this lap, come on. He has to. I mean, his last lap was 2:14. He's losing way too much time. Yeah, look at the car going wide. Yeah. The car is sliding everywhere. No, he has to pit. He knows he has to because look at the car. Understeer, oversteer. Going 120 at the corner where he's supposed to be way faster. I think yeah, he went one lap too late. One lap too late. He lost too much time. And he's going no. Perfect. Pit stop enable. On to the pit he goes. Eduardo Daroca will do the same. He has the rain light on. I don't think it messed up. He messed up the entire ranking, which is that's always interesting when the rain arrives like 15 minutes from the end. And some people's setup, I know, do not work well on wets. I think Pertu Fesson is having difficulties. Richard Venima is going to overtake him if he keeps doing like that. Yeah, everyone went to the pit. I can remove. And yeah, and Fillingham did 2 pit stops, sadly. So many change. Except for Yuval Sharon, who's right now in first place. So. Yuval Sharon stays in first after stopping, but Alex Degani is just and Bruno Zanchi went too far and yeah, he lost too much time and now he's in P6. He went from P1 to P6 because of the pit stop. What did I tell you before? The pit stop will mess up the ranking. Eduardo Daroca is P5. Xander P7. Ralph P8 just behind Xander. I don't know if that's the case in this game, but I remember on ACC, the Aston Martin was amazing on the rain. It was driving very well on the rain, very easy to drive. So very easy to make a good lap time. But right now is Bruno, Eduardo and Jan. Oh, Eduardo going for a little bit of sideway action. Losing the place to Bruno Zanchi. Jan Paskin getting a little bit of a breather from that. He was being followed by two fast boys and they went sideways, so he went, okay, I'm gone, bye. Xander is 10 seconds behind, holy shit. Was his pit stop very long or did he spin before going to the pit? I don't know. Alexis Degani very close to Yuval Sharon. Is Alexis better on the wets? It's raining in Texas, guys. It's not normal. Ranjiv Kalsi doing well in 14-2. Ralph Arella did... So the rain didn't change anything for Ralph. Chill P8. In front of my Langdret, but behind Xander Ising. But before he was behind Eduardo. Back marker annoying. Oh! The back marker is annoying Yuval Sharon. Allowing Alexis Degani to catch up. Because the Lexus moved. But no, Alexis is only 0.3 seconds from Yuval Sharon. There's 10 minutes left and we still have a fight for P1. And it's actually a fight for the championship right now. Well, for the championship, for the P1 in the championship. If Alexis wins, he runs away a bit in point. If Yuval wins, they tie in points. Also, Yuval has the best lap of the race with 207.372. And know that it's raining, he won't be beaten. So Yuval get the... I don't know if there's best lap point, but I don't think so. Okay, I really forgot the weather before for the... Eduardo trying to catch up a bit. I think Alexis not trying as hard anymore, I don't know. Or maybe he's because he was catching up and now he's hopping back. David Dour is not far behind though. And Bruno Zanchi really didn't have luck on this one. Porsche of Eduardo just behind him. And Bruno going for sideway, Eduardo. Oh! He didn't mess up the tire, right? He has a... They're all on wet, right? Yes. Apart from the people who gave up, of course, they're all on wet. So nobody messed up and put dry tire by mistake. Well, slick tire by mistake. But Bruno Zanchi, who led the race almost half of the race while overtaking everyone, is now struggling to stay P6. That's very sad. Happy Xander is still a bit far away, so only 8 minutes to go. Unless he spins again, Xander will stay behind. Ralph is catching up on Xander somehow. But still staying behind. Oh, look at this fight. That's a four-way fight. Once again, the crazy people in the middle of the pack. Richard Vinima Pertufeson, Lorenzo Franceschi, Ranjit Kalsi, look at them go! A 2 versus 2 fight. Lot of defense from both sides. At the front, Pertufeson just went in front of Richard Venema. Oh, but that's the most important one because that's a win. Sorry, guys. Alexis Deganin just a side-by-side steal with Yuval Sharon. I thought he was further behind, but oh, this side-by-side fight 7 minutes from the end. Alexis overshooting the corner a bit. Yuval getting back in front. Alexis getting a better exit. Yuval having a bit of a happy tail. The Mustang is very tail happy, and on the wet, oh, bit of contact. On the wet, the Mustang will be a bit harder to control, giving a lot of chance for Alexis to overtake. In the back, I can see that Ranjiv just overtook Lorenzo Franceschini behind. While Pertuffe is running away in front. And yeah, Alexis Degani lost a bit of pace to Yuval Derazer. These people are still fighting. But we're going to watch P1 and P2 because Alexis apparently is catching up on Yuval. Oh yes. He's taking a bit of a different line in the... Yeah. He's taking the corner wider on entry. Try and catch up a bit of time in every corner. While Yuval Sharon is taking the corner in the... Oh, big slide from Yuval! Alexis in front, but no, the corner is not giving an advantage to Yuval, but Yuval spins! A full 360 for Yuval Sharon, giving Alexis the first place. David Dour just behind him, but Alexis Degani getting first place 5 minutes from the end. Yuval Sharon in P3. Happily is far away from P4, so he won't get P4, but oh. That was Alexis Degani securing his first place in the championship by putting a lot of pressure on Yuval. Yuval tried to resist, but we saw for a while the Mustang going a bit sideways. And at one point, these are not drift cars, so at one point, the Mustang will go sideways a bit too much. And that's what happened, lost 7 seconds, which I noticed from my years of commentary. When you do just a little spin and back on track, 7 seconds is usually the kind of time you lose by doing a spin. No, Alexis is still not out of the wood because David Dour just took first place for him. Oh, but he's giving him back. David Dour gave the first place back, so maybe it was an unfair attack and he said, nope, I'm going back behind. I do not know. But because they're fighting, they already lost 1 second on Yuval Sharon. But I love to see fair play driver like David Dour just giving the space back when he knows his overtake was shitty. That is good to see. We do have a lot of cool drivers on this championship. I didn't see anyone get mad at being in an incident or something. Everyone is... I see nobody trying to punch someone on purpose. When something happens, it's always an incident. It can be because someone is not careful, so they will get a penalty. But it's not because they were malicious. Oh! David Dour really wants the spot and attack just a bit too hard. Doing 4 tire slide. 4-wheel drift in corners. Ralph Farella catching up. Oh, Ralph Farella will get P7. Amazing. Bruno Zanchi is dropping again. P6 now. Well, he's dropping in P6. But he's close to Jan Paskin. But to be fair, the fight between P1 and P2 is way too intense. 3 minutes from the end, we have a fight for P1. We have a fight for P5. We have a fight for P7, for P9, for P11, and that's all. That's already quite a lot of fight. Look at that. Look at Ranjiv go. Look at Ranjiv go. The fight of the Lexuses. Ranjiv hard on braking on the first corner. The two Lexus side by side of Ranjiv, Kalsi, and Pertufeson. But Ranjiv stays behind. But at the front, I can see. Ah, that's a back marker going in the dirt. Let them pass. Then we have Ralph Varela catching up on Xander. Xander really doesn't want to lose a place. The 8 will make him lose some spot in the championship. Yuval Sharon dropping 9 seconds behind. Eduardo Daroca. Oh, Eduardo Daroca in P4 actually doing very well. Oh, we have Ranjiv Kalsi dropping 1 place after a bit of a mistake. I think he went off track a bit. Allowing Lorenzo Franceschini to take back P12 and try to attack on Pertufeson with a lot of speed, hard on braking. And the move is done, but he's coming back. Pertufeson is coming back, but no, the corners are in the advantage of the Mercedes. Oh, you can see Ranjiv Kalsi trying to get the spot back. Oh, Ranjiv taking advantage of the battle to attack on Per. Well, Lorenzo, thanks to that, Lorenzo is going to run away in front because they're fighting behind. David Dour didn't attack on Alexi but lost 1 second, so I'm not watching it anymore. Because his battle is way too sexy. Sexy battle. We could actually watch it from Richard's point of view, I think. Thank you, Richard. Look at Ranjiv in the front. Going for the overtake. Well, oh, Pertufeson going to the pit. Pertufeson losing his spot, going to the pit. 36 seconds from the end. No! In front of the Mercedes of Ranjiv and Lorenzo are side by side. Very big dive from the Mercedes. Is that a bit too much? Yeah, the exit speed of the Lexus is way better, but he got stuck behind Lorenzo. And he cannot make a move now. Wait a minute, David Dour is still very close to Alex Degani. But to be fair, this is the last lap. There's 0 seconds left on the race. Oh, you can see it on the... That's the checkered flag. And a second win for Alexis Degani, followed by David Dour and Yuval Sharon 10 seconds behind. Holy fuck, what a crazy race. But we still have Mike Landret and Emmanuel Chancho also fighting there. The 2 BMW fight. Well, Ranjiv Kalsi and Lorenzo, because the race is not over for them. From the first 9 drivers, it is over, but Emmanuel Chancho, Mike Landret, it is not over. Ralph Varela got Xander Weising at the end, by the way, so we finished P7. Ranjiv Kalsi and Lorenzo Franceschini. Emmanuel Chancho get the win in PC. Oh! Oh, big slide! But no... Ranjiv and Lorenzo. Yeah. Okay. Kalsi Franceschini. 1 corner to go, and Lorenzo is a bit too far away behind. He tried a bit at the end. That was a bit of too hard of a try, mate. Going a bit off track, but Richard Vinima is too far away to catch up anyway. So he get his P12 while Ranjiv Kalsi get his P11. And behind we still have Josh D. Castle and... What the fuck? People keep fighting everywhere on this race. Francesco Pirelli too. There's 5 people on the track, 4 of them are fighting. Look at Francesco Pirelli right there. Look at that. Just him and Simon Steele fighting right to the end, right to the finish line. They finished not even 1/3 of a second away from each other. But no, the race is finally done. Oh my god. Guys. To Alexis Degani, big winner of tonight, followed by David Dour, Yuval Sharon, Eduardo Daroca, Bruno Zanchi, Jan Paskin, Ralph Varela, Xander Wiesing, Emanuele Ciancio, Mike Landret, Ranjiv Kalsi, Lorenzo Franceschini, Richard Venema, Jaden Labarro, Jonas Nofel, Per Tuffesson, Josh Dicaster, Simon Steele, Francesco Pirelli, Arben Nushi, Anthony Smith, Francesco Carella, Steve Fillingham, and then the rest did not finish the race, including Alan Jackson and Barry Mirtage. The others didn't even join the race, actually. What a crazy race tonight, guys. The fights were on from start to finish. That was amazing. And now we're going to wait for the result. And the results are already in, okay. So let me show you the result on camera. So Alexis Degani tonight wins the race after, I mean, he didn't know if he was going to win. Then Yuval Sharon did not. There's a drop race, right? So they're tied. But yeah, David Dour, because he finished 16 in the first race, but right now he finished second. He's right there with Yuval Sharon, Ralph Varela just behind, because he had 2 quite good results. Eduardo Daroca just behind again, having a bad race last week, a good race tonight. Xander Wiesing beyond that in 6th, Bruno Zanchi, then Jan Paskin, then Marco Amadza, who didn't join tonight, Emanuele Ciancio, C. Fillingham, and then people who didn't join tonight and stuff like that. And in the amateur category, the silver category, Jonas Nofel finished first on the first race and 6th on this race. So he's right now not tied because the point system is not the same because it's a 1 hour race instead of 1 hour 15. But Mike Landret finished first tonight and just jumped just behind him. Richard Venema just behind. Ranjiv Kalsi behind that. He didn't start the first race, but he finished second there. Then we have Lorenzo Franceschini, who finished third in the 2 races, but sadly, as I said, this race is worth less point because it's a shorter race. Garden behind, then Per Tuffesson, Josh Casson, Linus Weiss didn't join tonight. Simon Steele just joined and take the 10th place. Francesco Pirelli. And then the people who either joined or finished last. So, crazy race, crazy race. Really cool race. But you know what's cool? Guys, next week we're getting even crazier race. You know that? Can I show a car? I wanted to see if I can show oh no, it's just online. I can. Oh. And yeah, crazy race, cool race. But next week, guys, it will be very special. As I said before, because next week we are on. Sorry, I put ending before ending my stream. Next week we are on Le Mans, and it's a 2-hour race. Look at that. So it will start half an hour earlier. Don't forget, that's not the right TSR. So next week will be at 8 p.m. instead of 8:30. I usually start the stream 10 minutes later, so it will be at 8:10 for the stream, but the race will be at 8 p.m. Do not forget. the 15th of June, the race will be, the 8th of June, the race will be sooner. And it will be a 2-hour race. So I will get coffee for that. And also, I think the point will be, the scoring will be way higher. So the first will get 120 points from this race. That will change a lot in scoring. So be sure to be there because it will be very interesting to see. I want to see a lot of drivers. 2 hours is a very enduring race. I mean, even on a simulator, driving 2 hours at this kind of pace can be very demanding. So I hope to see you there, everyone. Until then, I am going to go to bed because I work tomorrow and I have a lot to do. So have fun, everyone. And it was a really cool race. And congratulations to the winner again for tonight. Bye bye, people. Peace.